a rainbow coalition, you guys will have less than 1% of the wealth. So you guys gotta understand that.
God, right? Yeah, you living in a matrix, all right? You want the red pill or the blue pill to see, put it on one of them things, all right? You want the red pill or the blue pill?
Oh, it gotta be upright again?
Yeah, to see how far the rabbit hole goes, all right? Whatever the hell that means. That's a secret Illuminati saying. All right, that's an Illuministic saying. See how far the rabbit hole goes. All right, but we got the answers for you. You don't need a damn matrix. The truth is right here. All right, all the answers, all the mysteries, the answers, everything you need to know is right here in these holy scriptures. Why are you in the condition you in? Why everybody hates you? All right, why you suffering? Why you don't understand why certain things happen? Why they kill us and get away with it? Why we kill each other? Why we destroy? Why we so ignorant? Why we hate each other so much? Why we so disrespectful to one another? All right, it's all because we under divine curse.
Screw that off for me. Screw it.
And you don't see it.
So it gets tight. Keep screwing.
That's the problem. A lot of you black, Latino, Native American, and similar, you think this is normal. You think a lot of stuff we going on, that's just how it is.
Screw tight. So it's tight. Sorry, one more.
All right, you have a comment? All right, if you have a comment, make your comment known. All right, but let's continue with this good word. Read, brother. What was that?
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake.
Yeah.
Awake out of thy sleep. Awake out of the sleep.
Time to awake out of thy sleep, Israel. You black, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indians, time to wake up. Don't you know we're living in the last days? All right? The scriptures tell you, though it tarry, wait for it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right, that time is going to come. Oh man, they've been saying this the last days since my grandmother my grandmother used to say it was the last days. But hey, everything is of the Most High. All right, everything is of the Most High, and the Lord tell you, drop everything. Give me 1 Thessalonians 5:1. The Lord tell you He coming like a thief in the night, man. You got to understand these scriptures. Oh man, 7 years ago, I thought the world was going to end in the year 2000. All right, I thought Prince said, let's party like it's 1999. All right? But wait a minute, it's on the time frame of the Lord, man. Right? The scriptures say, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. All right, come on.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
It said the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. It said, of the times and the seasons, you don't have no need that I write unto you. God.
For yourselves know perfectly.
So yourselves know perfectly. Come on.
That the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
The Lord said, the day of the Lord so come like a thief in the night. All right. Remember, Yahweh said, when they say lo here or lo there, believe them not. All right. It said, don't believe them when they say them different things. All right. There are a lot of spirits out here. A lot of spirits, man. All right. What's going on, brother? A lot of spirits out here. Jacked up, man. You know, and you know the sad part about it is, man, you don't know what could be being done to these brothers, man. When Hollywood Boulevard clears out, and these brothers gotta be out here, and these goddamn perverts and freaks and demons are lingering around. Hey, buddy, you wanna go get something to eat? Hey, you want me to get you something to eat, man? You hungry? You don't know what the hell they're doing to these brothers in secret, man. The scriptures tell you, it's a shame to speak of the things that's done in secret. They might end up at an Ed Buck's house. All right? Buck broken. They might end up at you know how many Ed Bucks are out here that don't make it into the news? All right? And a black man ends up dead in an Ed Buck's home, sexually, all kinds of sexual things done to him, drugs all in his system, and he ends up dead, man. Because some perverted white man that came out here 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and said, hey, buddy, you want something to eat? You need some cigarettes? You want a drink? Hey, come on, man. I can take you somewhere where you'll be okay. And they end up damn dead. All right? And a lot of times the police probably don't damn report. The racist-ass LAPD and racist LA sheriffs, hey, a lot of times they probably don't report it. They don't want to write it up. Read what you got, brother.
Verse 2. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction.
The Lord said, when they shall say peace and safety, then boom! Sudden destruction. Come on.
Sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child.
Sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. Come on.
And they shall not escape.
You're not going to escape that destruction from the Most High. When you talk about peace and safety, then boom, sudden destruction cometh upon you. So you got to understand that too. Sometimes things can seem like they're calming down in society, but you got to realize prophecy is always happening. Even though you might not see nothing major, a country not blowing up, a war, a disease, a terrorist attack, but prophecy is always happening. But it may not be something, you know, the world is continuing on how it is. A little something happened over here, a little something happened over there. It's not the last days. I'm gonna go and get my career straight and get comfortable in America and get set up nice. And then the Lord turn around, boom, and bring a damn prophecy right up on you. Prophecy just creep right up on you. Change everything. In 2 weeks last year, the Lord shut down the world. They started in the beginning of March. By mid to late March, the world was shut down. That's the Lord that did that. He uses the power of the so-called white man. He used it through Esau and his media and everything. The white man says, stay in the house. Everybody stayed in the house. But that's the Lord that did that, man. The Lord shut the damn earth down. You can drive from here to damn New York with the damn near no traffic on the highway. Right? Why? Because the Lord did that. The Lord said, I can change the whole damn world in 2 weeks. Less than that, an announcement. I remember David, the governor, Newsom, he made an announcement. The next day, LA was shut down. That's the power of the Most High, man. But he uses man as his hand. Read.
This is about delaying. The book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying.
The Lord said, make no tarrying, make no delay. Come on.
To turn to the Lord.
Don't make no delay to get your life right, get your mind right. Don't make no delay to do that. Come on.
And put not off from day to day.
Don't put it off from day to day. Oh yeah, you know, I listen to the brothers sometime, man. They make a lot of sense. But I'm going to go over here and eat this turkey with my family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, you know a lot of you that know the truth, you still running your ass to a Thanksgiving dinner, man. And that's wicked as hell. You still running to get presents, breaking your neck to get presents. Well, you know, they said Black Friday was kind of slow this year. But, you know, they claim Negroes got a little bit of sense. They claim a lot of black people said we're not going to support the system because of all the police brutality and racism. So they claim it was a bad Black Friday, one of the worst Black Fridays in 7 years. So they said. They said the woke spirit is going around. Now they got a new name for it, right? Oh, you one of them woke people. Oh, you all woke. You all woke now. All right, so nigga, what am I supposed to be? Sleep? The hell you talking about? You damn right I'm woke. Yeah, they call it, you one of them hotep woke. Yeah, they call it woke hotep. They said you one of them woke hotep niggas. All right? But what do you want me to do? Stay asleep? You want me to stay ignorant? You want me to just go to the party, go to the club, floss, buy all the name brand, give all my money back to the master, when a Negro don't own a damn thing? They said, listen, man, hold that. Give me, roll what you got, and give me Deuteronomy 28. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 43. They brought out, man, and I read this years ago, but they just brought it out again. In the black community, the money only stays in the community for 6 hours. In the Asian or Jewish community, the money stays in the community for 17 days to a month. They said in really a rough average about 19 days. But they said sometime in the Jewish community, the money stays in the so-called white Jewish community the most. They said their money stays in their community sometimes up to a month or two. Them bastards don't spend with nobody. Cheap bastards, man. Yeah, we got the poverty curse. They said our money goes out of our community every 6 hours. I read that years ago, though. I read that about 20 years ago. I had a book on black economics. I read that years ago.
Liquid money.
Yeah, liquid money. Your money goes out of your community every 6 hours. But when you check it out, like Brother Tariq was bringing out, we don't have a community. What community that we have? We got a hood. We have an area that we live in. That's what we have. We don't have a community. How you got a community when the man that controls your community is the damn devil? He's your number one enemy. The white man controls the community. You know how the white man, not even the community, the neighborhood you live in. He controls the neighborhood you live in. Why? Because he has the law enforcement. Once you have the law enforcement, that's why niggas, these gangbangers kill me. Nigga, where you from? You can't come through here. Nigga, the white man can tell you not to go nowhere. You don't own your neighborhood. You just live there. The reason why the white man owns your neighborhood, number one, like I said, because he got the law enforcement. That makes no sense. How is a racist that hates your gut policing your neighborhood? He lives 50 miles out in the suburbs somewhere, but he polices your neighborhood every day. He really don't even want to be there except for to go upside your damn head. All right, then all the businesses in your community, 80 to 90% of the businesses are owned by other nations.
Bring that
You
up.
black, Latino, Native American, you got 1 or 2 stores here or there. So you have no community. You have a place that you live.
Israelite.
Shalom. Shalom. Repent and keep the commandments. All right? You have a place that you live. You don't have a community. So that's why no money can stay there, because there's nowhere to spend it. If you go outside, there go the Asian man, there go the Arab man, there go the African man in some neighborhoods. You go to I bring it out. You go to New York City, 116th Street, the Africans done took over. You can't buy nothing on this whole strip without supporting the so-called African, which are not your people. All right, you black Americans, West Indian, Haitians, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, so-called Hispanics, the African is not your brother. And they know that. They call you a damn akata. All right, they know they're not your brother. I got hardcore Africans in New York that will tell you to your face, please don't call me black American. Please don't call me African American. I'm African. They get offended. They don't want to fight you. They don't want to pull out a damn one of the machine guns like they have in their civil wars and shoot you. But don't call me a kata. They get offended. But you want to be African. Bring it up.
Yeah, that's true.
What up? Chillin'? All right, what up? All right.
Yeah, you could do the worship line of it. You could be a lot of Hamites and you go there and you used to be like, he's a cute worship, but he's not my people.
Yeah, God. Yeah. Right. You don't see you see there's more white people in Black Lives Matter than damn Africans. Why is that? There's more white people than that. That's why Cal Rittenhouse, the reason why Cal Rittenhouse had some white people to kill, because they was there, damn near more of them than the actual Black Lives Matter movement. Why did, when you go to Charlottesville, when a white woman got ran over in Charlottesville, why? Because you had a lot of white people out there jumping on the front line for the Black Lives Matter more than black people or damn Africans. That's why the other white supremacists had white people that they could kill. They said, damn, there's more y'all out here than the actual Black Lives Matter is just set up so the damn lesbians can get some money and buy a damn house with her lover. Man, they don't give a damn about no movement, man. That's an LGBTQ movement to destroy the black family. That's what Black Lives Matter is. Right? We seen right through that from day one. But that's why Cal Rittenhouse, he was able to kill some traitor white people because their asses out there, so-called taking up for the Negroes. And a lot of them ain't nothing but plants and agents anyway. White on white crime. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43.
Come on.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very
I
high.
mean, you can't make this up, man. The Bible is so damn true, it's scary sometimes. He said, the stranger that is within you. Meaning what? You don't have a community because all the other nations are in your neighborhood profiting off of you. The stranger that is within you, meaning among you. Go ahead.
Get up above very high,
You should get up above thee very high. Come on.
and thou shalt come down very low.
What's going to happen to you? You're going to come down very low. You ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Right, last high and first fire. But you're going to come down very low. Your money goes out of your neighborhood every 6 hours. All right, and like we always like to bring out another statistic. They say what? You Negroes own less than half of 1% of American wealth. That's an insult. Just tell me a nigga don't have nothing. Right? Just say, nigga, you don't own nothing. Why you gonna tell me less than half of 1%? That's mockery, man. Just tell me no. Negroes don't own no American wealth. Okay, I can take that a little bit better. But you gonna actually give the percentage and say, look, less than half of 1%. Do you know damn Saudi Arabia and the Arabs, United Arab Emirates, and them places over there, they own more of American wealth than the Negro do. And you built this country. The Arabs, I think they said they own 7 to 9% of American wealth because of the oil. Because of all the oil and the business that they do with the American government. They even own 7% of American wealth. But you Negroes own less than half than 1% of American wealth. That's an insult. Just tell me I don't own nothing. All right, read on.
Verse 44. He shall lend to thee.
He shall lend to you, and he barely does that. Come on.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
Thou shalt not lend to him. He shall lend to thee, and you get not going to lend to him. A lot of our people didn't get them PPP loans during the pandemic. A lot of Negroes, a lot of brothers and sisters told me they got denied. They was giving out all this money, but certain brothers and sisters said they still got denied. A lot of our people didn't get their unemployment. Yeah, straight up, man. So he shall lend to you. And a lot of times he don't even lend a damn thing to you. And don't talk about welfare. This so-called white man, he's so economically paranoid, for lack of a better term, he's so economically paranoid, he damn near don't want to give you welfare. Because he think you might use the welfare and come up. Look at that sister. That sister, they said she took a $2,000 stimulus check and made it into $1 million business. She made $1 million in 2020 from her she took a $2,000 stimulus check and she invested in a home business. I think she was making hair care and body products. And they said she made, by the end of 2020, she took that $2,000 and flipped it into $1 million. See that? So they don't want that. So don't even give this nigga a couple of hundred in welfare. He might come up off of that. Because the biggest welfare rolls in America are white people. They're Caucasians. And that's not a racist statement. That's a real statement. It's true. It's facts. Per capita, white people get more welfare in America than Negro. They only want to get a Negro welfare because he might come up off of that. See that? So don't give us that nonsense, man. Right, go ahead.
And he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
The Lord said he would be the head and you would be the tail. You, the so-called white man, he will be at the top of everything. It is what it is. It's the truth, man. That's all. We just giving the facts. Don't get mad at us. Don't shoot the messenger. We just giving the facts. But we telling our people none of that means anything. Money, status, none of that means anything if you don't repent and come out to the laws of this Bible. That's it, man. That's why we come out here week in, week out, day in, day out, month in, month out. We travel, we move around, we try to get this word out to wake you up, man. Because the Lord put a spirit on us for us to see, to try to wake you up in these last days. Don't pump your money into this holiday season. Save your money, man. Only get the essentials. All right, get what you need. You can still buy each other gifts and whatever. I mean, you know, you need a car for your family. You need another vehicle. Go get you a vehicle. Do what you do. Spend accordingly like you got to spend. But don't take that $10,000 you've been saving since last year. Oh, all this is going for Christmas. I'm getting all these gifts. I'm going to spend this whole thing like I do every year, man. Let that circulate amongst you and cry. Put some damn dents in this American economy to make this devil a little bit weaker, man. But you're not going to do that. You're going to stay amongst each other. What's up, bro? All right, you're going to stay amongst each other. All right, and keep this devil going. But they said Negroes was a little woke on Black Friday, so I don't know. I just heard a couple of stories on that. I got to dig deeper into it and see the numbers, if the statistics are real. But they claim a lot of our people that really go out and shop for this Black Friday because of like what they call it, a silent protest. I think that's the term for it. It's like a silent protest. You know what? We ain't going out the shop. We ain't gonna say nothing, but we're not gonna go out the shop. We're not gonna go out the shop because you don't treat us with no respect in this country. All right? Just like remember the Montgomery bus boycott during Martin Luther King era. They crippled the entire economy of the South just by not riding the buses. They said we gonna walk, we gonna carpool. They said the Edomites were still mad, racist, spitting at them. Nigger, why you walking? Why you not riding the bus? Oh, you nigger. Ugh. Right, they were mad because it was crippling the hell out of their transit system, which it crippled the whole economy of the South. How much power we got when we don't spend no money with this devil in one city? One city! But our people can't wake up to that, man. You better wake up. Good.
Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee,
Call me a shot.
that shall get up above thee very high.
The Lord said, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high. Good.
And thou shalt come down very low.
You're going to come down very low. You so-called black, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian, you would be on a lower state in the society as opposed to your enemy. That's what he's talking about. But now we're going to come up because we're coming back to this Bible. All right, the Lord said what? They stood up upon their feet and the spirit of life entered into them and they lived. All right, we lived in righteousness. We came back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. The great awakening, that's what's happening now. That's what they said, oh, you one of them woke Hotep niggas. All right, go ahead.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. And he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
He will lend to you, but you will not lend to him. You don't have a damn thing to lend to him. What we got to lend to this society? All right? All we have is the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That's what we have. All you have is your, what they call it? Your buying power. Your buying power where they did a survey. I think they said by 2025, the black dollar is going to be worth something like $20 trillion. Or something like that. They come up with these random numbers. Because what? You have that buying power, that you're a consumer. So everybody know, okay, if we can't make money off of nothing or no one else, we can go to Negro neighborhood. Like we said, we're not even going to call it a community because you don't own anything there. You just live there. It's not a community. You only live there. So that's what we let you know. Your only hope is to repent and come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Give me Proverbs, drop everything, and give me Proverbs 11 and 4. Give me the book of Proverbs 11 and 4. Drop everything. All right. Shalom, what's up, brother? All right, let's continue on with this good work. All right. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Read.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath.
What the Lord say?
Riches profit not.
Riches profit not. Come on.
In the day of wrath.
When God decides to bring his wrath on this earth, the money ain't going to even profit. We need the spiritual connection back to our power. Go ahead.
But righteousness.
Oh, what?
But righteousness delivereth from death.
Righteousness, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that's what delivers you from death. Riches, money, don't profit. But if you give me what is it, Ecclesiastes 7, wisdom is a defense. All right, 7 and 12 I believe it is. But at the same time, economics is a defense. If you black, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian, if you came back to the law, statutes, and commandments and you start doing being merchants among yourselves, then you could, that would be part of helping this system to fall. All right, but under the curses, the Lord said we would go to the enemy for the one of all things. That's how you know a part of it is not our fault, is this the curse that the Most High put on us. That's not a cop-out, is the curse. Because then a lot of our people will say, well, like a lot of times Israel and the truth, they'll say, oh, you always saying the curses why we can't do nothing. It's the truth though. That when they had the brother had a damn popcorn stand, and he went on the Stephen Colbert show, and Stephen Colbert gave the brother a plug for his popcorn stand, and the brother business went up. Because he was on national TV, got a hell of an advertisement. This brother started making money off of popcorn. The damn the racist health code inspectors came in and shut the brother popcorn stand down. So he had a health code violation because the brother started making a lot of money off his popcorn. You see how evil this society is, man? So a lot of times it's not our fault. Look at Black Wall Street. Look at Rosewood. Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Look at Rosewood. You know what I'm saying? And it said, check it out. When you do the story on Rosewood, they said Rosewood is not even so much that the blacks and the Seminole Indians down there were so rich. It's not that they were so rich, they were just self-sufficient. They didn't really have to go to the other white people for anything. They had a small economy amongst themselves. They wasn't even rich. And that was a threat to the white power structure. Yeah, so they didn't need the white man for anything. Hey, if I need some meat to cook for me and my family, I know a black butcher. All right, if I need my daughter's hair done, I know a black hairstylist. If I need some whiskey, we having a party, I know a brother that does whiskey and wine, whatever. Little things. They said a lot of Rosewood was still like the barter system. They just knew how to trade amongst each other and do business amongst each other on a small scale. It's not that they were so rich, but the white, he just don't want you to be independent, period. Depend on me for everything, nigga. I'm still your slave master. See that? So it is the curses that are amongst us as a people, but if we come together under these laws, statutes, and commandments, we are unstoppable. On this side and definitely in our new kingdom. Read.
Ecclesiastes 12 verse 7. No, not 12, sorry.
7 and 12. Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. All right? Yeah, man, all we got to do is come together as a nation, but you want to stay stuck with Babylon. Read.
For wisdom is a defense.
Wisdom is a defense. Come on.
And money is a defense.
So money is a defense. There's a balance in the scriptures. All right? Money can be used in a certain way as a defense if you know what the hell you're doing and you know how to build an economy amongst yourselves. All right? But the Lord said at the same time, riches profit not in a day of wrath. So there's a balance. You got to know how to balance it out. But these are the things that happen, you know, you black men can't sell no damn popcorn. Without the powers that be trying to shut it down. But you know, we're going to come up out of that once we come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Nothing going to be able to stop us. We're going to be all the way up. All right? Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop Israel. We all the way up.
That's right.
All right? But you got to come back to these laws, man. That's where your power lies. Your power and your strength is in this Bible. Let's get that, matter of fact. Give me the classic, Joshua 1 and 7. Drop Joshua, the first chapter, the 7th verse. You gotta come back to your strength. You don't come back to your strength, hey, you ain't gonna get nothing, man. A lot of you trying to get that bag. I gotta chase that bag, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about nothing else but getting that bag. And then what? Young Dolph had that bag. What happened to Young Dolph?
Yeah. Right.
That brother couldn't even go back to his own hood, man. And you know, a lot of times that's when Jake get killed at. Yeah. They get killed in their own hood. Every time they go back, yeah. A lot of these cats, they was bringing out all the rappers that went back and got killed in their own neighborhood, man. It's a damn shame, man. You go back and you get killed in your own hood, man. The white man go back, not to his neighborhood, they have a party. They have a party, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Jessica Simpson is back, yay! The whole city have a party for them. And guess what? They will say, what you doing for the hood? What you doing for? They be happy and they celebrate that person making it out. Yep. You know, you go back, I remember, what's the singer, Jaheim. Jaheim tried to go back to the projects in Jersey and do a music video. They told Jaheim, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You ain't from around here no more. Nigga, you ain't helping none of us. Get out of here. You can't film the video. You see that? You see that? But the so-called white man go back to his neighborhood, he gets celebrated. None of them other Edomites act like he owe him anything. They say, hey, Jesse's back. Let's have a party for her. The whole damn city come together and throw a party and celebrate that they made it. But our people, niggas, are crabs in the barrel, man. Nigga say, yo, can't make this up. Hey, they hired them to drive by us and drive to work. They hired them to drive by us to do a drive. They did a drive-by on us, yo. They did a rock and roll drive-by on us. A drive-by to try to drown out the word. They hired them to do a drive-by on us. But anyway, let's continue with the word, man. Yeah, you can't have nothing amongst your own people, man. Yo, nigga, what you doing for the hood? The rapper Nas, man, the rapper Nas, I got inside information from cats that live in QB. They said they told Nas, give us $30,000 so we can flood the projects with drugs. And Nas was like, yo, I'm not giving y'all $30,000 to flood the hood with drugs. I would give y'all $30,000 to build a community center or to, open up an after-school program. I'm not giving y'all. So the Nas came back to the hood and they burnt down his daughter's van. They threw a Molotov cocktail and burnt down Nas' van and they robbed him for his QB chain. And his brother had to have a shootout. His brother Jungle had to have a shootout with the dudes and they got the chain back. That's some inside information from Queensbridge, from dudes from Queensbridge that told me. Yeah, man. This is what we do amongst our people. You make it out, a nigga say, give me 30,000 to flood the block with crack. The white man, another nation make it out, they go to their neighborhood, they get a party from the whole neighborhood. This is the ignorance and stupidity of niggers. Yeah, black people and niggers, not Hebrew Israelites in the spirit. That's the behavior of black people and niggers. Yeah, I said it. Like in that movie, Deep Cover. When the guy asked Larry Fishburne, what's the difference between a black man and a nigger? Larry Fishburne said, the nigger's the one that would even answer that. Well, read what you got, brother.
Joshua 1:7. Only be thou strong.
Yeah, we gotta be strong, man. Get rid of this weak, effeminate spirit. This broken spirit. They had that new movie with Halle Berry. I brought this out on my live last night. That new movie on Netflix with Halle Berry, Bruised, yeah. She plays like an MMA fighter or ultimate fighting, a female ultimate fighter. And they got her son. Her son comes back into her life after so many years. And then they got a scene where they put a pink wig on a little boy. Now, mind you, in real life, this young brother's only 11 years old. If I'm putting my 11-year-old son in a movie, you're not putting no damn wig on my son. I don't give a damn how much. I don't give a damn if it's Halle Berry or whoever. And how much you paying me, my son, to be in this movie? But they broke the little boy in the movie. When they put a pink, I think a pink, hot pink wig on him. A fuchsia, whatever the hell the color. I was bringing that out on my live last night. They just broke the 11-year-old brother. First of all, no nigga's supposed to put no wig on, but first of all, the brother's not even grown enough to make that decision for himself. If some dusty homo nigga, broken nigga, want to be in a movie so bad, and at least let him be a grown-ass man to say, okay, I'll put a wig on. Just gotta push that, and they gotta target the children. There should be a damn uprising because of that alone. Negroes should have seen that movie and said, we protest the damn Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's just a movie, man. And they think that's cute. So now other, a lot of people are into the fight and stuff like that. So people will watch that movie just because they like the fight. You know what I'm saying? They will watch that movie and it's a message that's being put in their mind. Oh, it's okay for a little boy to put on a wig. They're just playing. And then little boys start putting on wigs thinking it's cool. Now the nigga think he's a he-she. It's all, man, it's all directed. It's all the agenda, man. It's all that damn buck-breaking agenda. And then, like they use that term, they crowbarred that into a movie. There was no need for that scene. If you're going to tell a story about a female ultimate fighter that lost or whatever, then she made her way back into the ring, or whatever the case may be, just tell a damn story. But you gotta put the little boy in a wig in there. What the hell I got to to do with the black. Nothing. They just crowbar that in there. Just gotta put that agenda in there. Damn sodomite evil world, man. Bring it out, Rob G.
Not only that, is the movie started off, she was with an Ephraimite brother.
Yeah, she was Ephraim in Newark, New Jersey. Yeah.
She fall in love with her tenor, which is another female.
Yeah.
They had to crowbar that in there.
Yeah.
And Harry Bird, she always takes these roles where the other nations taking advantage of, like swordfish in the shore press.
Right, come.
Started out. Yeah.
Monsters Ball.
Yeah, Monster Ball. She had to,
Yeah, I brought all that out on my live last night. I brought all that out.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton, yeah. And Billy Bob Thornton is an open racist. He played a racist in the movie, but he's an open racist. Yeah.
He was all kind of niggas.
Yeah.
You know, so she always takes these nefarious roles.
Yeah, I was bringing all that out on my live last night. Yeah. She always got to get smutted out in the damn movie. They always smutted her out in the damn movie.
Right in the beginning.
Yeah, right in the beginning. Yeah. Like I told you, in Swordfish, she had to show her breast.
Yeah.
In Monsters Ball, she got all smutted out by Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Like when the people was teasing back then, they was like, man, they was having real sex.
Yeah.
That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Billy Bob Thornton was really hitting that.
Yeah.
Then and now in Bruised, and I know Netflix try to claim that they try to tell everybody's story and they're not biased, and you know they want to they want to pride themselves on being like this universal network, like we want to tell everybody's story. But I notice you gotta always crowbar the LGBTQ story in there, and in everything you gotta put, and that gotta be in everything. So now you're supposed to be like this politically correct network that you want to show everybody's story. Why you gotta put a little boy in an 11-year-old boy in a wig though, man? A pink wig. You know what I'm saying? They always do that. Then they have Halle Berry. She goes from being the Ephraimite's woman. She's dealing with an Ephraimite man. She's a woman, right? Even though, you know, she was a fighter. She was a fighter, but she still had her feminine. She still was a woman. She had a man. Now, you turn her from that, and she turns to fall in love with some Hamite trader, and then they have a love scene with them where the Hamite just smuts her out. And then, not to get good, but a lesbian can't really do stuff to a woman like that, like a man can. But they make her so masculine, she just buck breaks Halle Berry in the love scene. She just have her way with her. I said to Halle Berry, they just smut you out all over Hollywood, man. Billy Bob Thornton, racist ass, have his way with you. This African, this Hamite, lesbian dyke, and Ham is racist as hell too. She'll still turn around and say, I had to sleep with that Akata in the movie. That dirty Akata in the movie. And that Ham might look like hell, man. She looked like Manute Bowles. The rib looked like Manute Bowles. And she buck broke Halle Berry in the movie. Just have her way all sexually with Halle Berry, man. I said, and Halle Berry's supposed to be like a top actress, man. Listen, Halle Berry's supposed to be on a level where she can turn certain roles down. Y'all gotta come to me if y'all want me to play a dignified role. A-lister. You get all buck broken in these movies, man. All lesbian out and buck broken and just everything, man. Just all smutted out, man.
That's how you know Hollywood is sick. They'll give her the Academy Award for sleeping with Billy Bob Thornton. It wasn't a hell of a role. They still ain't gave what's the one that played that's always did the role the one that played Tina Turner. What's her name?
Angela Bassett.
They still ain't gave Angela Bassett an Academy Award for anything she does.
For nothing, yeah.
She's smart. She won't take those.
She won't take those kind of roles, yeah.
All the positive roles, like she played Jack Five's mother. She played Tina Turner.
Yeah,
all the positive roles.
She's very particular about the role she takes.
So that lets you know, if you don't do what Hollywood say, you don't get an Academy Award.
Because I believe they wanted her to do Monsters Ball.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
and
that.
she told them where they can go. One of the movies they wanted her to do, and she's like, I don't get down like that. They said she was hesitant about being in the score with Robert De Niro. Remember, she played Robert De Niro's woman in the score. She was hesitant about that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And you supposed to be able to, that's when your agent comes in. You tell your agent from day one, listen, I'm not taking certain roles. I'm not taking certain roles. But Halle Berry, they just smut her all over damn Hollywood and just whore her out. Right now, this big minute bowl looking damn African lesbian just breaks her down in the movie, man. Right, God, Brother Rick.
Joshua 1:7. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to be according to all the Lord, which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. The book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Yeah, this book of the law shall not depart out of our mouth. We always supposed to be meditating on these holy scriptures, keeping these commandments. Come on.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
You're supposed to meditate therein day and night. Come on.
That thou mayest observe to do according to the will that is written therein. Then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
But then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. Come on.
And then thou shalt have good success.
And then thou shalt have good success. So if we want to prosper in any way, shape, form, or fashion, we got to come back to these laws in this Bible, man. That's how we going to prosper and have good success. It's not going to come by voting, singing, dancing, hooting and hollering, chat rapping and conversating and rubbing shoulders with Esau. It's going to come by doing these laws, man. How hard is that to understand? How hard is that to understand? You got to see the society for what it is. And all we try to do is stand up like a people. We can never be like our enemies, how they have been to us. Negroes are we always compassionate. We always, we're too loving, man. Oh no, you came, that ain't right, man. Remember the guy out here that said he was from the 60s? Right? You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, take that logic, right? That now the gangbanger gonna say, if he was from 60s, he gonna say we can't be like that. But wait a minute, if you got people to rival set, you gonna ride on them. But how come when it come to the white man, we can't be like how they was to us? But if you run into a damn Hoover, it's damn guns on sight. Like if you run into an 8-tray gangster, whatever the hell, whoever they be beefing with, it's kill on sight. But no, when it come to massa, we can't be like that. Let's be fair now. They got to be forgiving and loving now.
I say we teach and hate.
We teach and hate. But listen, guess what? No matter what we say or do, they still got to answer to the Lord. The hell with us. Take us out of the equation. We're just the messengers. They still got to answer to the Lord. Give me, drop everything, Isaiah 33:1. All right, give me Isaiah 33:1. Time check.
12?
12 o'clock.
Okay, Carl. You want to cover it?
Yeah, I can say no.
Yeah, okay, Carl. All right, I'm gonna get one or two more, then pass it to Rob Judah. He gonna edify a little bit. Isaiah 33:1. Yeah, but we come out here to edify Israel. So that quite a few brothers is tied up, schedules and different things. But we're doing the best we can with the manpower we got. These devils are trying to drown everything out, but it ain't gonna work. So we get out here in Hollywood and we get it in where we can. When they say get in where you fit in. We get 2 hours of the word in, hey, it's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? Good, brother. Somebody gonna get something out of tonight. Really?
Book of Isaiah chapter 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest.
Woe to thee that spoilest, God.
That thou wast not spoiled.
Yeah, woe to America, the so-called white man, the other nations. You spoiled. We didn't tell you to go and rape, rob, and murder the Native American Indians. We didn't tell you to do that. Have Black Friday, but used to have a sale on slaves. We know the history of Black Friday. We didn't tell you to do that. So what is that showing you? The northern and the southern kingdom. The white man is acknowledging, I did both of y'all dirty, and I'm going to celebrate it back to back. All right, come on.
And dealest treacherously.
And you dealt treacherously, come on.
And they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Our people don't deal, they don't deal back treacherously. Negroes say, we got to forgive, and we can't be like that. We got to take the higher road. And we can't be the same, can't do the same like they did. I'm just thankful for life. I'm thankful for my job, my health, my strength, my family. I'm going to sit down and eat this turkey and I'm going to be thankful. All right, go ahead.
When thou shalt cease to spoil.
But now, when you cease to spoil, when you want to say, oh, what we did was bad, man. Joe Biden want to come and apologize 100 years later. 100 years later, I believe they said Biden was the only American president that ever apologized for Tulsa, Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken. They say he was the only, and he gave a quasi-apology as also. The white man never really going to come out of his mouth and say, I'm sorry. He going to speak and, when it was a tragedy and we must get past this point of history and move on and be more tolerant of each other. You know what I'm saying? He going to say that. He going to duck and bob and weave around a real apology. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is this. Why it took 100 years, Esau? For anything, for any kind of acknowledgement, why it took 100 years? They claim Biden this year was the 100-year anniversary of Tulsa, Oklahoma. So why did it take 100 years and you're the only American president that ever said sorry? That's a smack in the face in itself. All right, so the Lord said, when you cease to spoil and deal treacherously, come on.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
And you're going to be spoiled. Go ahead.
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously,
you try to make an end to deal treacherously, come on.
They shall deal treacherously with thee.
They're going to deal treacherously with you. You're going to reap what you sow. Galatians 6 and 7. You're going to reap what you sow. When you cease and say, no, but let's just have peace and everybody be together. And yeah, black lives do that. You see, we found them white guys guilty in an Ahmaud Arbery case. See, America's fair. There is a system of justice. But wait a minute. How much time you going to give them guys? Huh? How much time you going to give them? Let me see. Let me see if there is really a fair system of justice in this society. All right? Let's see if there's a fair system of justice in this society. How much time you going to give them guys? Huh? You let Kyle Rittenhouse go. All right, you let him go. How much time you going to give these guys? You going to give a slap for the wrist? Remember Amber Geiger? She shot a man in his own house and only got 10 years. How you thought that was your apartment? You don't know where the hell you live? How you thought that was your apartment? You came in this man's house, this man minding his business. Oh, there's a nigger in my house! Ah! On a whole other floor. Only give him 10 years in jail. Right? That's the heart symbol. Oh yeah? What is that? You're what? Oh, you're Russian. Russian Jewish.
I am Don Prison.
Don Prison. You're free.
People born in free.
Yeah. You're a relative of Vladimir Putin. You're related to Vladimir Putin? Yeah, you are his cousin? Okay. Russia's the best. What you say? What up? Who's that? Show your face. Huh? Show your face. All right.
No battery.
Okay, it's okay. Right. Go ahead. When I come down, I'm going to put a portable on. Read.
Be not deceived. God is not to be mocked.
The Lord said, be not deceived. The Lord is not mocked. Come on.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
The Lord said, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. All right? So, that time is at hand. All right? That time is at hand. Give me my last scripture. Give me,
And I truly believe that's,
give me,
Dr. Barman has a great...
Revelation 1 and 3.
He's a really great...
Yo, hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Proverbs 3 and 5. Okay, hold up. We'll get that in a minute. All right. Revelation 1 and 3. Remember, this is what Christ said. This is what Hamashiach Yahushua said in the end of the whole matter. Big.
Revelations chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
Blessed is he that readeth. God.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy.
You brothers and sisters, you got to read this Bible and you got to understand it. It said, blessed is he that readeth and they that hear the words of this prophecy. You got to read this Bible in these last days and understand this Bible in these last days. Come on.
And keep those things which are written therein.
And keep the things that are written therein, and do it to the end in the commandments and the works. That
For the time is at hand.
for what?
For the time is at hand.
What time we in?
For the time is at hand.
For the time of the return of Yahushua is at hand. The end of this world and a righteous new world will come. That
John to the 7th chapter. That's not so bad.
that's it on that. Get Proverbs 3 and 5. Since he called it out. The man is all over the place, but he called out a scripture. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. But we're going to read it. Alright? Give me Proverbs 3 and 5. Right, even they got something to say. Good.
Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
Trust in the Lord Yahweh with all your heart, meaning all your mind. Good.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
Right, don't lean unto your own understanding. Good.
In all thy ways acknowledge him.
If you try to do things your way outside of the way of the Most High, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Right, come on.
And he shall direct thy paths. But not wise in thy own eyes.
Don't be wise in your own eyes. Good.
For fear the Lord and depart from evil. It shall be health to the navel and marrow to thy bone.
It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bone. So basically the scriptures is telling you your only hope, your only strength, your only honor and glory is in trusting in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, HaMashiach, Yahushua, Yahshua. Alright, give me since we're in the season of Hanukkah, give me one more of the Maccabees. Alright, let's remember our brother Judas, the Maccabees, and the great victory they had over the Greeks, over them whipping the hell out of the Greeks. And that's why we celebrate the Feast of Dedication, or what's known as Hanukkah. Give me up 1 Maccabees 3 and 1. 1 Maccabees chapter 3 verse 1. And let's read on back. Read that, brother.
1 Maccabees chapter 3 verse 1. Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead.
This is after Matthias Maccabees died, and he told Judas to take over once he died. Good.
And all his brethren helped him, and so did all they that helped with his father.
It said all his brethren helped him. Cheerfulness. They was happy to defend their nation. Good.
They fought with cheerfulness the battle of Israel. So he that his people great honor, and put on the breastplate as a giant.
He got his people great honor and put on a breastplate as a giant. He got his people great honor, man, because he was a great warrior for Israel. All right, go ahead.
And he made battles protecting the host.
He made battles protecting the host. Go ahead.
With his sword. In his axe he was like a lion, and like a lion's whelp roaring for his prey. For he pursued the wicked.
You gotta say, he was like a lion, like a young lion in his axe. And he what? He pursued the wicked. He went after the evil, man, defending his people. Not like you niggas today, man. You creep up to the damn cookie store and shoot young Dolph. Because you evil and hateful, man. Go ahead.
For he pursued the wicked and sought them out, and burnt up those that vexed his people. Wherefore his wicked shrunk for the fear of him.
Wherefore the wicked shrunk for the fear of him. Come on.
And all the workers of iniquity were troubled.
All troubled. All the workers of iniquity were troubled, and they was in fear because of Judas. Come on.
Because
First you learn?
6:6. Because salvation prospered in his hand.
Salvation prospered in Judas's hand. That lets you know salvation is not so much dying and going to heaven. It's also a state of being delivered from affliction. So Judas fought and defended his people from affliction. So salvation prospered in his hand. So when we get the kingdom of heaven, when the Yahweh shall return and we get delivered out of these curses, salvation is going to prosper in our hand. Because we're going to be delivered from a state of oppression to a state of righteousness and rulership. All right, so with that, all praises to Yahweh B'Shema Mashiach Yahushai, death and destruction to Esau and the nations, power, peace, safety in the kingdom of heaven, to the Israelites forever and ever. Come here, Shalom. We still got next Happy Hanukkah, H.O.I Los Angeles Live Camp, Hanukkah 2021, Hollywood and Highland. Right, and if the Lord be with us, who can be against us? B'Shema Mashiach Yahushua. The rock and roll music will not stop the word of the Lord. Even if you try to do a drive-by, a rock and roll drive-by. All right, so with that, be safe in the kingdom of heaven to the 12 tribes of Israel forever and ever. Happy Hanukkah to all of Israel. Come here, shout, we still got next. Hallelujah. All praise to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai forever and ever. Shalom. God, Rob Judah, the scripture shooter,
The elder spoke mighty in spirit as always. Like the elder said, we got to come out of Babylon. There's nothing but destruction here to our people. Don't get happy because the three scumbags that killed Ahmaud Arbery, they still ain't talking about the penalty phase yet. They might get 10 years with parole. You don't know yet. So don't think the only reason why they convicted these cats because of the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. They didn't want the city burning up during Christmas holiday. That's the only reason why these cats got convicted. Don't think they wanted to convict these cats. The only reason why they're convicted is because it's the holiday season. They didn't want rioting during Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's the only way these cats got convicted.
You good?
So you guys gotta understand that. You guys are too busy learning what WAC 100 is doing on Instagram and Clubhouse. Why are you guys following this WAC 100? WAC 100 is a millionaire that never really fully hardly gangbanged. He gangbanged from the valley, Pacoima Pyrus. So all you cats following some guy that wasn't really from LA. He was Suge Knight's flunky. You guys are too busy following what WAC 100 is talking about, and WAC 100 is a millionaire, closing business deals. Still trying to be a fake blood on Pyru. This man is 40-something years old. Matter of fact, I'm older than WAC 100. WAC 100 is like 42 years old. And he got you youngsters following that crap, and he ain't the real gangbanger. He ain't never been in a penitentiary. But you guys gotta understand, you gotta come on that folly. Because the scriptures say that our people is like Scottish kids. And our women rule over them. What scripture that is? So you guys gotta understand that. Like I said, this Matrix movie is coming out. They're gonna put subliminals in the Matrix movie. Gonna be same cast. Except that I think they took Lawrence Fishburne out of it. They put a new cat in there. Yeah, they put a new Jake in there. The same Jake that played Candyman. That's a new Jake that's playing Lawrence Fishburne's part. I got hand sanitizers right in here, Elder, if you want to take it with you. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 1. If thou wilt return, O Israel, saith the Lord, return unto me.
Go for it.
And if thou wilt put away thine abominations out of my sight, then shalt thou not remove. Hold on, that's it. Isaiah 3:12. That's what I'm looking for. Isaiah 3:12, sir. So you guys gotta come out of this foolishness. Stop worrying about a millionaire that still trying to be cool by saying all Pyru. That man's not even from the grounds of LA. He's north, he came back north up here. Pacoima, which is North Hollywood, near North Hollywood. Still trying to be a gangbanger. And he was Ray J's manager. So you guys gotta come out of this
Clubhouse for foolishness. You won't get on Clubhouse have a debate that you're Israel. Debate these other nations saying that you're God's chosen people. Not for folliness or foolishness. We love folly. Got it?
Isaiah chapter 38, verse 12. Mine age is departed, and is removed from me as a shepherd's tent. I have cut off like a weaver my life.
Is that Isaiah 3:12? No, Isaiah 3:12. This is what the scriptures say to the children of Israel. You ready?
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people,
that's the children of Israel.
Children are their oppressors.
Children are oppressors.
And women rule over them.
Women rule over us. If you go to any neighborhood with the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, sitting on Indian, who rules over the neighborhood? Who's the head of the church? The so-called black woman, or a Native American woman, Benjamin woman. Dad, the women rule over us.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy thy way of thy paths.
And that's what we do. We into folly, gay begging. That's just leading you to destruction. Like whack 100s, talking all that blood stuff, that's just leading you into destruction and folly. I never heard whack 100 talk about let's go against these other nations and come together as a people and we the real Israelites. People want to say all Pyru. So you guys gotta wake up for this folly. You know how many millions and millions of people that we lost from that game banging stuff? Hell, I used to game bang back in a day. I repented and I come into this truth. Like the elders say, you don't own your own neighborhood. Got other nations that are ruling over your own neighborhood. Go to the scriptures that say, yeah. Okay, time.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be left sent out again, and the wild beast shall change again, and promiscuous women shall brought forth monsters.
And that's what our women are. The scriptures say your woman shall be like whores in the street. And that's exactly what the Israelites are. We have fallen. We are destroyed. And that's what he said. Promiscuous women has raised monsters. That's where all these game making come from. Because our women are in the streets being whores. They want to show their breasts. They want to be out there twerking their funky butt. Every time I look on Instagram or any social media, you see our women of all the tribes twerking their funky butt. They can never their feet don't buy in their house. They're not raising their children. Xbox is raising your children. PlayStation 5 is raising your children. The internet, Facebook, Instagram, that's what your children is doing. They turn it up. So that's who's raising your children. Social media. So of course you gotta learn any common sense. Because you're going into folly. That's what our people do. Our people love folly. But you gotta come out of that because the Most High is judging us at a rapid pace. Every time you turn around, a new rapper is falling to the sword. But they just killed that other rapper 2 weeks ago, Young Dolph. Young Dolph is in the ground now. And before then, who else got killed before him? There's been so many rappers, every time you turn around, there's a new rapper that's slain. It's 200. 200 rappers have passed. Since 2020. That's the statistics. The Most High is not playing. Even the classic rappers is drop or dead. Biz Markie passed away. what's the word? Digital underground Humpty Hump. DMX. The Most High's not playing with you guys. And DMX stood right here in front of the men of the Lord, RCAP and in Atlanta, H.O.I. Atlanta, and we told that brother to repent. 2 weeks later, the brother passed away. It's on the video, he talked to us, H.O.I. Atlanta. He was in front of RCAP. And we told him about the scriptures. We told him, leave those drugs alone, come repent. That was Chiefy from, and brother Anine from H.O.I. Atlanta. And we told that brother to repent. That was the angels talking to DMX. But he didn't want to listen. So the Most High judged them. So that the Most High will give you warnings. And if you don't heed to those warnings, he takes you out. So all these rappers are starting to wake up knowing that we're the Israelites. But some of them tuck their tail like Nick Cannon. You remember Nick Cannon when he went out on his podcast and said we the real Israelites? We can't be anti-Semitic because we are the real Semitic people. As soon as the network threatened them to take away a folly show, which is the funniest show on MTV, Loud and Out. He had a white Ashkenazi Jew come change his tune, talking about I made a mistake. That's how easy it was for him to tuck his tail. Just to say, now if I'm a billionaire, I mean Nick Cannon gotta be worth at least $50 billion. Do you really need Hollywood after somebody gives you $50 billion? You can walk away from Hollywood. But this is the greed that we face. This is how greedy this man is. You know what a voice like him said that we the real Israelites could do to millions and millions of people to wake up with this truth? That's the love of money, man. You guys gotta understand that. Got a precept?
Deuteronomy 30 and 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live.
So Israelites, you guys do not, I repeat, I'm telling you, right here on Hollywood Boulevard at Highland, you do not have free will. Your free will is these laws, statutes, and commandments that Moses gave you. If you don't follow it, death follows you. You may not die now, you may not die a week, you may not die a month ahead, you might not die 2 years from now, but eventually the death angel is going to come visit you before your time. The Most High gives everybody warnings and signs. And he always sends angels and prophets to warn everybody. But if you mock the men of the Lord, you get dealt with. We had an Edomite right here that mocked us. I don't know if you saw the video. He mocked us. He took one of the brothers' staffs out of their hand. 2 minutes later, he got rat packed and knocked out. Then it made the news, and the news, as liars they are, give me John 8:44 to back up what I'm saying. The news of John 8:44. The news said that it was some street preachers harassing him, and the crowd didn't like it, so they rat packed him. And that's not what happened. He mocked us. He thought he was a weekend warrior. He mocked us. He said whatever he had said, only because I was rebuking a sodomite. It was a dude in all drag. I told him to repent, come back to the commandments. He came out of nowhere, not minding his business, saying that people can wear what they want, yada yada this. You guys are hate mongers, and you guys are what they call it when you hate gay people. I can't think homophobic, which is not such thing as homophobic. Phobia means fear of. We don't fear no goddamn faggots. We're not afraid of no homosexual. So he said he called us homophobic. So I told him mind his own business. Then he get all bold with us. So he got bold with subjection. He knocked it clean out right here on the streets. Bashem Bashiach Yashah. On that. Kind of got that precept?
John chapter 8, we're going to start at 43. Why do you not understand my speech? Even because you cannot hear my word. Verse 44. Ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your devil ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
So-called other nations, especially Esau, is the father of lies. That's why he got you calling yourself African American. Those are two Italian people. Leo Scipio Africanus which was a Roman general. Rome was based in Italy. Right here. Scipio Africanus, that's why you get the name Africa. He conquered that region and named the region after himself. That's where you get that word Africa come from. And then you know American is named after an Italian explorer, American Vespucci. So that's where you get that name African American. The Bible never calls you African American. The Bible calls you an Israelite. That's your true origin. Hebrew Israelite. Hebrew is the language, Israelite is the nation. He renamed us when Jacob wrestled with the angel. They said from now on you should be called Israel. So you're not African American. You're not Puerto Rican. You're not Dominican. These are all bywords the Bible said. Can you give me that? The book of Deuteronomy says give me a thing of horror, a byword, a thing of 28, so chapter 28. So you guys gotta wake up and get into these scriptures, because these scriptures are your history. We talk about everybody on this chart, Judah, all the way down to Issachar. Issachar, you're not part of the Spanish nation. I'll be hearing these Issachar say, I'm Spanish, I'm from the Spanish Empire. No, you're not. You're an Israelite for the tribe of Issachar. You're not part of the Aztec, you're not part of not the Aztec, but you're not part of the Spanish Empire. You're not part of the conquistadors. We're all so-called white people that invaded the land and conquered the indigenous. You're not part of that. If a Mexican go down to Spain, they'll look at you, they'll hang you. If you're a Mexican trying to be a Spaniard. They know the difference. You're not part of the Spanish Empire. You're an Israelite for the tribe of Issachar. So you guys gotta understand that. We got a lot of proud Issachar out here that don't want to be associated with the so-called black man. What do they say out here? I don't want to be related to that Pichi Mayate. Pichi Mayate, what they call you. But you're the same people. And I gotta be blunt. We're the same people. We live in the same neighborhood. Issachar don't own any gas station. Issachar don't own any studios, any news publication. So you guys gotta get out of that. You guys call it the hood. You guys call it the barrio. We call it the hood. It's the same thing. We're the same people. It's in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28. You got it? No. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Okay. I'll get it. I'll pull it up. You want to pull it on your phone? Just type it in. It'll come up. So you guys gotta understand that. We out here for you guys because we know that the Most High is coming back.
Good.
H.O.I and all the angels, they're coming back on those chariots. By then it'll be too late. He's only coming for 1/3 of the people. That's going to be your uncles, your cousins. They're all going to be destroyed. All your loved ones. And they want to follow the laws of the Bible. Got it?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
An astonishment. You guys know what astonishment now? Like, wow! Look how high he jumped. Look how high LeBron jumped and slammed up that ball. That's astonishment.
A proverb.
Proverb.
And a byword.
And a byword. A byword is what these other nations call you. African American, Puerto Rican, Jamaican, black. Those are bywords. Color, Cuban, all that stuff. Those are nothing but bywords. People of color. And one time they was calling you a hairstyle, Afro-American. Every 10, 20, 30 years they changed everybody's names around. Now they got non-binary. Non-binary people. You don't have to identify as a race, a sex anymore. Come on. God.
Among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So among all nations, we went to the slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade. They went to the Caribbean island, South America, Puerto Rican, all those islands, America, around the world basically. You're known as a byword. So you guys gotta know that. This is your power. This is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is your God. Not Buddha. Not, what's the God that everybody, all the Africans like, the God of Ogun? That Ogun ain't gonna save you for the white man. You see what happened to Dr. Wilder? He got knocked out because he called out Ogun. And you got the Indian calling out Jesus Christ, which is our power, H.O.I. And you see what happened to Dante Wilder. He got wildly knocked out twice. The first fight and the second fight they have there. Come on. Man, you saw that fight. Call it a group. Got another nation that has your power. Come, you know? You guys got to come out of these other gods. Mashiach Yahushua is, is your power. Yeah, boom, exactly.
And then all the energy came out of him in the very first round.
God! All that energy went out of him. A coon ain't nothing but a fable. Supposed to be the African god of war, I believe. That's what it is.
Yeah, he called on Ogun, and the spirit left him because the first commandment is thou shalt know the gods before me. So you call on another god, the power left you from right there. Right? The Most High said he's a jealous power. Right? Like Nas said on the Ether song, God shut across the belly, that means you lost already. Because I'm with the true and living God. Even though you're not supposed to get tattoos, but you know, at least Nas know the God of Israel. You know what I'm saying? So he said, look, if I got the power of the God of Israel with me, you lost already. But with Dante Wilder, if you call on another God, you lost already, because thou shalt have no other gods before me. Some damn old goon, man. Sound like some OG. You know what I'm saying? Old goon, right?
You must have been listening to Tyreek. Tyreek sell that goon spray, that pepper spray they call the goon spray. Tyreek is selling base, and he calls it a goon spray. So you guys gotta come out of this folly God, you know? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is your power. It's like David said. David called on the God of Israel. We had to fight that other nation and he cut off the guy's head. Go ahead.
Book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 8. But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you. And ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
God. So, you guys gotta understand, the Most High, we're living in the last days. Like I said, don't get too excited about this verdict. We don't know, this is only for PR stunt, so it wouldn't be no rioting. I say they give these guys less than 20 years for that senseless murder. Yeah. They may do 10 years, maybe 6 years in a pen, and that's it. You guys gotta understand that. And the Nation of Islam, you know, they got another one they just lost. They just lost Mecca Shabazz, which was Malcolm X's daughter. And you already hear about that. So the Most High is not playing with these other religions, these other deities that you're fooling around with. And even Farrakhan said that we're the children of Israel. But he still want to say all praises to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and all that stuff, and read the Quran. But he reads more Bible verses than the Quran. He teaches out of the Bible. Go ahead and give me that scripture again. You cannot serve two gods. You cannot serve two gods. You cannot serve two powers. The Most High said He'd rather for you to be He'd rather for you to be hot or cold, not lukewarm. When you serve two gods, that's just a confusion. You can't one day praise Allah and one day say you praise the God of Israel. That's being lukewarm. And the Most High said He'll spew you out of His mouth. Go ahead.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, but either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and Mammon.
God, you cannot serve God and these other entities. Most High is a jealous power. That's why we went into captivity. We didn't go in captivity because we cursed God out. We were in captivity because He got us out of Egypt, and behind His back we start worshiping other deities. And we're a hard-headed people. And we still want to worship these other deities today. A sister told me, said, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that mess. I don't have a sky daddy. That's what she told me. She told me I don't have a sky daddy. You believe in that crap. I said, okay, sister, you're going to be destroyed. Come on, I got a sky daddy. Our people is wicked and stubborn and still don't learn. You want to be the first one giving your crocodile tears when your son get gunned down. Like Tariq said, the white man don't care about your crocodile tears. Those are delicious to him. He don't care nothing about you crying and moaning and screaming. He'll gather up your tears in heaven with a bottle of wine and some rich crackers. Cried and hollered and stuff. He likes that. He likes to get the biggest and baddest brother and break up. It's like they done to Terry Crews. He jumping around in a pink suit like this. How about, what do you say, Elder? Basket, energy? Yeah, toxic masculinity. How can it be toxic for you to be a man, being masculine? What the hell is toxic masculinity any damn ways? We're supposed to be like a female? We're supposed to be wearing pink dresses? It's toxic to be masculine? Because they want all you jakes especially, they want you to be masculine. They want you to be like a damn a straight homosexual in this kingdom, being a man. They want you to be feminine, so the white man can rule over you. So you won't raise over. That's right. You guys gotta understand that. Israelite brother, Israelite brother. We're not black, we're the Israelites. Black is a color, brother, black is a color. So Israelite power. According to the scripture, brother. Oh, okay, I don't know who it was. You can't tell nowadays. He had the Jordans on and she, I don't know. You can't tell nowadays. That's a damn shame. There's nothing but confusion in this kingdom. You can't tell the men from the men and the women from the women. You got women wearing lace front beards. You guys see that? Somebody pull that up on the phone if you have it. There's a woman that glued lace front beard on. So in Atlanta, they're doing that crap. The women is wearing lace front beards. I heard of lace front wigs and weaves in your hair, but now you're putting beards on your face? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And the men is wearing, well, the men been doing that since the pimps used to do that back in the 70s. There you go. The women can wear the lace front beards now. And after they go to the barber shop, and having the barber put on lace front beards. And they, the women, they you got a wave kit, like a stocking that you can put waves in your hair. They're having all the lesbian and women putting fake waves in their hair. This how bad this how much confusion is in this kingdom. And you know it's easy nowadays for a man to be a woman. They got the men with the fingernail polish. See, back in the day, the men used to do it to be like pimps. You know, they used to put the finger polish. Now it's more feminine now. You know, back in the 70s, the pimps used to put the fingernails to look cool for the women. Yeah, you can put it on their pinky, like Iceberg Slim and all those pimps up north and stuff like that. And you put the clear polish. Now they're getting the acrylic nails, like Snoop Dogg. He be putting acrylic nails that have blue and black and still want to be hard, but have acrylic nails. You know, back then it used to be a cool thing, but now it's more of a feminine thing, you know? Yeah, That's all right. The Most High's going to destroy you. You can do that, Esau. I don't care about you. You can show all your clean. That's right. The Most High's going to destroy you anyways. And sister, get out. Stop working with your enemy. He put you in chains 200 years ago. But that's all people want to walk around with the oppressor. So we're not out here for you, Esau. You could be faggots and freaks and lesbians because the law was never given to you anyways. We don't give a damn if the other nations be faggots and freaks because the law wasn't given to them. The law was given to you Israelites. Matter of fact, the white LGBTQRST community is not giving you any of that money anyways. Where's all that money that people, that the LGBTs, they're not giving it to you guys, you so-called Israelite sodomites. You guys are still living in the ghettos, the slums, just like us. The only time the white man want to get you out of those ghettos to have gutter sex with you. That's it. So you guys got to understand, you're not part of a community. There's still racism in the LGBT community. Matter of fact, did somebody bring that out? They got in trouble about saying it was racism in the LGBT community. I can't remember who it was that got in trouble about it. But they tried to crucify him. I can't remember. Oh, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, Dave Chappelle was under fire because he was saying that the LGBT community is just as racist as everybody else. On Netflix. That's what it was about. The LGBT community got offended about that. So don't think it's because you can take it up to you know what that racism still will exist. Hell, the director of the FBI was LGBT community, and he was one of the racists. Hoover? J. Edward Hoover was an LGBT. Now I can't we do like this, brother. We do like this. It's like power, yeah. I mean, Israelite brother. Power. Yeah, he was one of the first LGBT community. You know how racist he was. Taking down the Black Panthers, wiretap Martin Luther King, following Malcolm X. Probably had something to do with Malcolm X's death. Because he was the director of the FBI then. So don't think it's because the so-called white man put on a dress and some pantyhose and some lace behind closed doors, his racism is going to disappear. You're not part of no rainbow coalition. You Israelites got to remember that. Just because you're fagging with a so-called white man, you still have no wealth. He's not going to give you any wealth, regardless. Even if he marries you, the so-called other family members probably going to get the money over you, especially if you're wealthy. You see what they done to R. Kelly. R. Kelly was so-called, allegedly, was messing around with young girls, but Hugh Hefner been doing it for years, but he's a businessman. See, when a white man do pedophile stuff and he come out with a magazine, he's called a businessman. So he's a businessman. So you guys gotta understand that. You don't have the same prestigious level as a so-called Edomite. And you definitely don't have the same wealth as him. So you guys gotta understand that. This is not your rest. The rest is the heaven to come. Your safe heaven is the Mashiach Yahweh. That's your heaven. That's your rest when you're in power. You're never going to be in power in this kingdom. Even if the white man give you $10 million, $15 million, you still have no voice. And if you do have a voice, your voice is going to get silenced. You see what they did to Kaepernick? A white man told him, literally an Edomite told him, if you want to respect the flag, just kneel. Because you know most veterans, they do that, they kneel. He kneeled. He didn't talk bad about Edomites. He wasn't saying kill Whitey, kill all the other nations. All he did was kneel. And he don't got a job today. And he's probably better than 20% or 30% of the quarterbacks in the NFL today. Today. And this man don't got a job. Even though the NFL gave him a little settlement, the NFL probably gave him a little measly 50 million, 60 million. It's still unconcluded what they gave Kaepernick not to shoot in the NFL. It was like some money they threw at him. But he still should have a job. Shalom, King. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat. So you guys gotta understand that. You'll never be the so-called white man's equal in this kingdom, no matter how much money you make. There was a story that Nas went to a party with Tommy Hilfiger. He was invited as a guest with the other rich people. Did you know Tommy Hilfiger told Nas, are you going to perform? Are you going to perform? Perform for me. Like, dance, nigga, dance, nigga. He didn't say that to all his other rich Edomites. You think if, what's the country you think of Garl Brooks or any of those, Garth Brooks or any of those Edomite secrets was invited to a wealthy man, they're going to tell him to perform? Yeah, Barbara Streisand, any of those white Edomites that's famous. But that's how little the white man think of you. No, nigga, dance. When I tell you to dance. Shook and drive. Shook and drive. So you guys gotta understand that you'll never be his equal in his mind. Even though we're superior in everything that we do, we're superior body-wise. We can stay in the sun without getting burned up. We're brilliant in math and economics and inventing things. But in your mind, you're just a nigga. You're just a speck. When Donald Trump said, you come from that shithole country. You know, he's Donald Trump. That's my white boy. I like my white boys being honest. I like my Edomites being honest. I like these sneaky Edomites like Joe Biden. Joe Biden is one of the biggest racists. It is. He didn't want back in the civil rights movement, he said he didn't want his kids with monkeys in the zoo or something he had said. I'm paraphrasing what he said. I can't remember exactly how he said it. But he said it's going to be like a zoo if you let the Negroes in. Integration. If you integrate the school, it will be like a zoo. So he was calling you African Americans monkeys. Animals. But if you don't vote for me, you're not black. That's what this man said. If you don't vote for me, you're not black. And he still haven't went to Congress with a reparation package yet. The fake Jews got it. The Japanese got it, and they bombed you. How did your enemy that bombed this country get a stimulus package? You get a stimulus package. Us Israelites, we never done anything to this country. Every other race get a stimulus package or some kind of benefits from America except you, and you're the one that built this country. The reason why America got its wealth is off the free labor of the slaves. Cotton field, our engineering, our ideas. The white man took your ideas and went to the patent office and patent the idea, and now he's the billionaire. He's the one that got generational wealth. Most of everything that's built in America of substance was built by a so-called black man. The stoplight, the refrigerator, the gas mask, plumbing, toilets. You can look it up. We built the White House as slaves. So we don't only, the only thing the white man's gonna say is we pick cotton. He won't tell you the other stuff that we done throughout history. Because the white man done a study saying melanin creates creativity. Everybody knows that. If you have melanin in your skin, it's creative. You think of things. There's something about us that melanin in our skin creates creativity. The so-called black man, he built the first computer, IBM. Look it up. It's not what I'm making up. It's historical. And the white man bought them out, took the patent.
Yeah.
So you guys gotta understand that. We built things of substance.
Right here at the. Yeah.
Every society that so-called Israelites are in, they succeeded, especially America. When Edomites try to build a whole thing by itself, it always fails. Look it up, it's in the history book. Any society without Israelites fails. That's why the Hamites was so jealous of us when we fled to Africa. The Hamites was jealous of us because we was creating all kinds of things. We was driving out there. We was thriving. We was thriving out there. So you guys gotta understand that. Is that okay? Let's keep it. Okay. So these Hamites got jealous of us. So that's why you get that story that the so-called Edomite talks about blacks selling blacks. No, it was two different nations of people. Like if I have a black pet bull and I have a black Chihuahua, is that the same breed of dog? Just because we got the same skin color don't mean it's the same people. So that's where you get that story from the so-called Edomite, because he's a follower of lies. He himself knows we're not the same people. He knows that you're different from the African. If the African was so much talented, then why is their country not striving? There's countries in Africa that they're in control of the government, the jurisdiction system, but they're not thriving. They're not thriving. If you give us a chance, you want to read something? Come.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
We are the salt of the earth.
But if the salt have lust and savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is henceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men.
So we are salt of the earth. We're very creative. That's why you don't have Hamites moving like us. No, we make the best music. We cook the best foods. Nobody's better than us in the basketball court. You don't see Hamites doing what we do on the basketball court, man. They're not even drafted in the NBA. Hamites can't run like us. We just talk about the athletics. We talk about creativity is a whole different thing. They're not creative like us. They damn sure can't outbox us. You know what happens if we box with them, that's why you don't got too many headlight boxers coming in for boxing and all these athletics. So you are the salt of the earth, Israel. The Mashiach Yahushua came from a so-called black man, Joseph. Stop all that crap about immaculate conception. This is how the white man try to hide the truth. The so-called Edomites try to hide the truth. And we create everything that's great on this planet. The Mashiach came from the seed line of David. The seed line of David.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power, Yahweh. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people upon the face of the earth. So we're above all people. That's why you can do everything better than everybody. Mathematics, coming up with computers. Hell, we even better than video games. Like, we used to be out there playing video games with Edomites. They used to be calling all kinds of things because we used to beat them in video games. That's this folly stuff, so we can get better than that than them. Anything we do, we're better than the so-called other nations. Now that movie that came out, King David, they tried to criticize the movie because, King Richard. King Richard came out about the Serena and Venus story, and they tried to criticize the movie saying that it was more than Richard that made him great. They tried to give credit to Edomites. They tried to say he wasn't that great of a father. He was a drunk. He left his other family. Anything to criticize what a so-called Judite man done to strive, take his kids to the next level. Like they done with Joe Jackson. You remember when they said Joe Jackson was beating his kids? But they were one of the greatest entertainments in the world. Michael Jackson. Nobody danced like Michael Jackson back in those days. So we special in all things. We just got to come to our power. Stop dabbling in these other religions. This is not going to work out for you.
Genesis 25:22. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb.
Two nations are in thy womb.
And two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Heard that? Two manner of people. Two different people in the womb.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
One people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall show us. So you guys gotta understand that. They're gonna be serving us in the last day. When the Mashiach Yahushua crack that sky open, and all this disappears within an hour, we're gonna be the ruling class. It's not going to be no rainbow coalition. We're not going to give you the vision of everybody in white singing "I'm not mad at you" like Tupac, the Tupac video. I'm not mad at you. Now we ain't going to do that. You're going to be serving us. You notice how in these movies they never put a black king. They never do it unless it's a comedy role like Coming to America. They'll put you in that type of role, like, it's a comedy. But we bathe. We dignify the world. They call it the Moors, but those Moors was nothing but Israelites. Moor means simply black. That's all it means. Those were the Israelites that civilized the world. Huh? Okay. You want to get one more verse? Okay. So, if we come back to our power, our God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, we'll start having these curses reversed because the Most High started to put the curses on the other nations. That's why you start to see these tornadoes, these mudslides in their neighborhood. Everything that's that goes on. Weather-wise, it's never in our neighborhood. You notice that? It's always in their neighborhood. We talk about floods and hurricanes, volcanoes and stuff like that. We don't live in those type of terrains. Because Esau want to live in these mountains. They want to live up high. They want to go back to their ancestry. They want to live up on high-rise buildings and mountains and stuff like that. Like the Hollywood Hills right here, not too far from us. So you guys got to come back to your power, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and get to this Bible. This Bible is not a myth. This Bible was written by the Israelites. It wasn't written by the so-called white man, because it contains the so-called white man. You just got to research and look at words. Time.
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 1. If thou wilt return, O Israel, saith Yahweh, saith the Lord, return unto me. And if thou wilt put away thine abominations out of my sight, then thou shalt not remove.
Come, put away those abominations off your sight. Come back to your power. Stop celebrating Christmas. Most I don't want to hear the Assembly song of those wicked songs. You don't want to hear none of that stuff. Like I said, I played here 2 weeks ago that chicken, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, chicken. You don't want to hear all that. He wants you to come back to your power. Because this is your history book, Israelite. This ain't the so-called white man's history book. The white man copies everything that all around the nation. He want to be a samurai. He want to be an Israelite. He want to be a Japanese. He want to be an Indian. The white man want to be everything around the world except himself. Most of all the benefits go to $5 Indians. If you guys don't know what a $5 Indian is, it's a white man trying to be an Indian. He get all the benefits.
You shut the F up.
And you can be mad all you want, Esau. You going in slavery. And we're going to make you shut the fuck up in our kingdom. So that's what's wrong with the white man. He knows the truth, but he don't want to accept the truth. So I'm going to wrap it up. All praises to the Most High. Mashiach Yahawashah. We got next. We're going to rule over this kingdom and death to our enemies. And you guys stay prayed up. You guys come out of this folly. You guys stop getting on the Clubhouse, the newest platform. The Clubhouse hasn't even been around a year yet, and you guys are already arguing on Clubhouse. You guys are already threatening each other. Clubhouse is a brand new social media, and you guys are already arguing on it. Talking about blood and crip, and you got millionaires fighting with other millionaires, and you guys got to come out of that. If anything, you don't go to Clubhouse to debate that you're the real Israelite and back it up with scriptures like our brothers from H.O.I. and London is doing. Shalapar and everybody else. Get on Clubhouse and say, love your brothers. Don't get on Clubhouse for foolishness. Don't get on Clubhouse to say that you are pirate rude blood at 40-something years old. Whack 100, because that's whack. That's 100. You being whack, and that's 100. All right. Come. All praise to the Most High, Mashiach Yahawashah. And we got next. Come. Come here, Shala.
Who are Shala?
Repent, keep the commandments, Israel. Awake to righteousness and sin not. Remember, Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and you are the chosen people and nation of the Heavenly Father forever and ever. Repent, come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, because we're living in the last days. Esau's fall will be the nation of Israel's rise. Come here, Shalom. Shalom. Hanukkah Hollywood Rebuke 2021. Come here, Shalom. 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 Hallelujah. 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 H.O.I.
The chariots fly.
H.O.I.
The chariots fly.
H.O.I.
The chariots fly.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Hamashiach.
Mashiach.
Yahawashah. Come here, Shalom.
Come here, Shalom.
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 Come here, Shalom.
Come here, Shalom.
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 adopted?
No. No, not yet.
Okay.
It was adopted, yeah.
All right, it was up for most of the time. All right. Okay, I got it. Shalom, Yashala. Hope y'all enjoyed the camp. If you learned one thing tonight, we've done our job. All praises to Yahweh and Yahweh. Hanukkah, Hollywood, and Highland live camp rebuke 2021. Hanukkah rebuke camp, Hollywood and Highland 2021. H.O.I. Los Angeles. Call me Yashala. We still got respect. Yahweh Shai forever and ever. Amen. Shalom.